Well, Rick Rowe continues a trip of a lifetime in Italy with Colette and some friends from the Architects.
Now here's a look at their latest stop to St. Peter's Square in Vatican City.
Good morning, everybody. Rick Rowe. We are standing in one of the most famous places on the planet, St. Peter's Square in the heart of Rome. And with me now is our guide, and she has been amazing this entire trip.
Thank
Alicia, you're actually born and raised in Rome.
I am.
This is what you do.
Yes.
Tell me why this place is so well known and visited by tens of thousands of people every year.
Because this is in front of you is the biggest Christian church in the world. It's very impressive, massive, and all the decorations that were built, completed over the centuries inside are amazing.
This goes back to Constantine originally, about 300 years after the death of Christ. Built the first church here, is that correct?
Exactly. The very first church was built by Constantine in the beginning of the 4th century after Christ, on the spot where Peter was crucified and buried, because of course he was crucified here, and a cemetery was just there. His body was brought there, and people started to go there, pray on top of his tomb.
That's how this whole thing started. So right there where we see the obelisk, is that where
More or less, yes.
This is pretty much the area where, go ahead and pan over. So
Yes.
this is the area where it is believed
Yes.
he was crucified upside down because he
Yes.
was not worthy of being crucified the way his Lord had been.
Exactly.
And then buried inside the basilica.
Yes. If you look on top of the dome, there is a cross. Can you see the cross?
Yes.
And if you draw a perfect axis, a perfect line
That's
going
where-
down, you will reach St. Peter's tomb, where still his remains are.
And this is where the popes now all live and have lived for centuries.
Absolutely. Peter was the first pope. And so popes, actually in the beginning, they lived in another area called the Lateran,
Right.
but then they moved here and they started to live here. And still nowadays, popes live here.
Right here.
Yes.
The year
right
of the Jubilee.
Mm-hmm.
This is the year of the Jubilee 25.
Exactly.
What's the significance of that?
It's mostly forgiveness. So pilgrims can come from all over the world. They want to visit Rome. They want to visit the 4 main basilicas in Rome, where they have the Holy Door. And they go through the 4 of them to have their sins forgiven. The holy doors are always closed to the public, except during the Jubilee, the Holy here, when they open the 4 doors and the pilgrims can go through them.
Amen. One of the things you'll notice, folks, is it's crowded. The year of the Jubilee, probably even more crowded than normal, but come over, you can see the chairs lined up. Is there a reason for the chairs? I tell you what, I don't know what what is the reason?
The chairs are here because of the Pope was there under the canopy for the Jubilee of Youth, young people.
All right.
But also you see the chairs here on Wednesdays because there is the papal audience. And so the Pope is under the white canopy that you see in front of you. And so they put the chairs here everywhere, and thousands of people are here.
Again, it is a beautiful place. The most famous place, I think, on the planet, certainly in the Christian world, St. Peter's Square, where the Apostle Peter is actually buried inside that building.
Well, if you want to take advantage of future trips that KTBS is doing, especially our celebration of America's 250th birthday, make sure you sign up for the KTBS 3 Travel Club.